I think the last two games, Rob, have been great benchmarks for us. I think obviously because of how well we've done, obviously we've been catapulted into this race for the title. But I think you've seen the last couple of games that the quality of the opposition has been playing. You see Liverpool tonight, they're absolutely terrific. We can be better, much better. I think in terms of with the ball, we gave up the ball too easily this evening. We built the game through quite well, but when we get into the opposition half, we didn't keep it for a long enough period. So you're then inviting that pressure. But at 1-0, we're still in the game, and then we've lost 4 games this season, and there's been big turning points all with the handball and the penalty. So then at 2-0, we're still pushing, but their quality and speed then can get through us, and they finish up with 2 more goals. So, but yeah, they're a terrific team for us. My young players, the team's been fantastic up until this point. Okay, it's obviously taken the shine off in the last couple of games, but they're great learning games for us, and more we can be better going forward.
You mentioned the penalty was a key moment. What was your view of it?
Just looking back on it, the ball comes through the bodies, and he's obviously tried to move his arm out of the way, but it clearly hits his arm, and then the rules now it's a penalty. So that was disappointing for us, because at that point in the game we started to then have a bit more pressure and build a bit more pressure in the first half.
On that evidence, can anyone get anywhere near Liverpool this season in the chase of the title?
They're going to be very, very hard to stop. There's no doubt. Fantastic team. Confidence is high as well. They become winners now, and haven't lost many games over an 18-month period. So to lose in the games that they need to in the second part of the season, they've got enough players now, enough experience and enough quality to stay focused and get the job done. But listen, there's still a lot to play for. But our last couple of games we've come up against the 2 best teams in the league.
How do you pick the players up from that? As you said, a lot of them are young, they're still learning, and they're probably a little bit bruised after the last 2 games, aren't they?
Listen, it's part of the development. I said to them that at this level it's about gaining that mental strength, and for me the mental strength comes from learned experiences, and these last 2 games we will learn from that and be better for it. Doesn't feel that way now because you've just lost and you've lost at home, but like I say, for going forward, I think we have a sense of perspective of where we are and what we want to achieve. But we'll get back in tomorrow, talk through it, and then go again against West Ham.
That's one from me. Against Manchester City and against Liverpool, they press you very high, and you struggle, I think, to play out from the back, which is something you've done so well all season.
Yeah.
Is that how do you cope with that? How do you play through a very high press like that?
Well, then you have to go over it sometimes, or around the side of it. I think especially in the first half, we decent control to be able to play out. We made mistakes in the build-up, and then technically sometimes we didn't play quick enough. But we went through enough times. Our problem was when we arrived into the Liverpool's half, we couldn't sustain the attack. We couldn't keep the ball well enough or play technically quick enough. And that's partly down to Liverpool's press, but it's also to do with us and becoming better with our technique. So that was an issue for us.
Anything today before we move on to West Ham?
No, I do.
Hi, Trent Alexander-Arnold, 4.5 years ago, he gained his senior debut at friendly at Swindon. What have you made of his development since, and is there a better right back around at the moment?
Well, for me, when I see him, he plays full back as a midfield player. His range of pass is phenomenal for a young player. Of course, he was a midfield player at Liverpool as a youngster, but his quality, his range of pass, and the experiences that he's gained in these last few years, for Jurgen, he's been absolutely amazing. And you see with his goals, as soon as the switch came, he was up there supporting. His intent to get up, and then his strike from outside the box was absolutely brilliant. So we've got one here at Leicester who's amazing as well, Ricardo Pereira. He's been outstanding for me in the league this season, and since I've came in, put Trent's up there, and very much England's number one right back, and playing consistently for a young player at a very high level.
I've just had a few questions on West Ham then.
Brendan, obviously, West Ham less than 48 hours away. You said this was the game you were worried about the recovery. Do you expect a lot of changes for that?
Yeah, just purely for the welfare of the players. It's when you see we put so much into it physically, and we have a massive January coming up for us as a squad and as a team. My fear, is that we would be risking too many, guys getting injured. We're playing at 5:30 on Saturday, so normally in a day where your body's recovering, I'm going to need to make those changes.
Presumably, Brendan, that some of the players who played tonight would actually want to try and get this sort of defeat out of their system. Do you think that would be the case for them?
Not really. I think we'll make a number of changes, but there's also going to be guys that players will want to play in every game. They want to play in every single game, but of course physically and mentally it's hard to do that, and especially to play with at the level that we want to. My experience, the only experience I've really had playing so close like this here, I go back to 2011 it was, whenever we at Swansea we played Tottenham on a Saturday, and then we were playing on the Monday against Aston Villa. And ironically, Aston Villa had a fantastic result on the Saturday, beat Chelsea away, went with virtually the same team on the Monday, and suffered through fatigue and energy. We were able to make 8 changes for that game and won the game. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it gave us the opportunity because the team was fresh, had energy, and also I had trust in the squad. I trust in what we can bring to the game, even if I have to make the changes.
Brendan, these last 2 results, I think, strengthen your case is needed to strengthen the squad in January. Number one, the amount of games that we would do because of the goal that we have seen which we lost to Manchester City.
Yeah, I think that's constant for us. I think for us there's that perspective that we know where we are. I think this is an incredible club that's based on the reality, and like I say, because we've done so well in this opening period of the season, and it's catapulted us into this race with these 2 super clubs now, but we're a club that's developing and improving. We've got talents, and those talents have been really tested in these last couple of games. The excitement is that we can get better, and over the course of the next numbers of seasons, of course, we want to improve the squad and keep developing. If that's in January, great. If it's not, we'll continue to push on for the second part of the season.
Do you think, Brendan, that the young players' belief will be intact after these 2 results with the
Yeah, because that's what football's about. You're not going to have it all your way all the time. And like I said, right up until this point, we've been terrific. Second in the league and into the semi-final for a cup competition. And that's where the manager comes in, just to install that belief. You've got to go back to your basics again. When you lose games like tonight, go back to your basics. Work hard, get your aggression back in your game, and play your football. And that's what I look to do, give them that confidence back.